Welcome, welcome. Together we rise with Akshita. This is episode 10, the special episode with Vanessa. That's my mama. It's the rise of the matriarch. We're growing through each other.
I ain't like the way I was fucking on that.
Together we rise. Rise of the matriarch. Tonight, we open the doors to a conversation that runs deeper than words. A space where a mother and a daughter meet, not as roles, but as two hearts with shared history and a shared journey. And a shared desire to understand each other better than before. This episode is a moment, a pause in the middle of real life to honor everything we learned the hard way, everything we're still figuring out, and everything we watched each other become. We're stepping into trust, into truth, into the beautiful space between generations, where love grows, stretches, and learns to breathe again. Breathe again. So settle in with us as we bridge the gaps, rewrite old patterns, and celebrate the growth that brought us right here, right now. Welcome to Together We Rise, as we are growing through each other. Our special mother-daughter episode tonight. A moment of honesty, a moment of healing, a moment of us. We step into a room where voices carry more than sound. They carry history, heartache, healing, and the quiet truth that love can be loud or soft.
Greetings, hey sis.
This is the
That's
rise
Michelle.
of the matriarch. This is the story of us, a mother and a daughter. Learning to meet each other in the middle of generations, expectations, and the echoes of everything we never said out loud. Together we rise. We are growing in each other. Rise of the matriarch. Welcome to episode 10. Together we rise.
Welcome to episode 10 of Together We Rise with Akshita. And on my special occasion episode, I got a guest, my mama.
Hello.
All right. So I thought it would be important to be on here with you while you were here. Let me turn to you.
All right.
While you were here, you know what I'm saying? It's not an
Yes.
interview. It's a conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. So,
Yeah.
welcome. This is episode 10 of Together We Rise, and this episode is going to encompass conversation between my mother and I. And so, as I was listening to the song, because we've been working all day, you know what I'm saying, getting through this process, talking, well, kind of building the concept of what we was going to do.
Right.
Without even, we ain't practice, and we ain't really playing. We're just doing. And so, it's good. It's good to just to do when you have the notion to do something.
Right.
And so here we are. And so I was listening to, the song, the intro coming in, and it said, what I said, I liked it. It said, "Mama."
About oh shoot. Nah, I don't know blank. Okay.
Hold on.
What was it?
I said what I said, y'all. Y'all heard. Y'all was listening to it.
Matriarch.
Y'all heard it. We are growing through rewriting old patterns.
Yes, rewriting.
rewriting old patterns. So, in previous episodes before, I was talking about conscious awareness and being aware of the scripts that we follow,
Right.
you know, and so that we have the power to rewrite the script that we have grown accustomed to
Right.
through societal teachings and, you know,
Experiences.
right.
Yeah.
Experience. So, first of all, before we even get started, I would like for you to introduce yourself
Okay.
and like just talk about like what you do and the qualifications that you have, because the conversation is relevant and it's not coming from a base of just opinion or just thought or whatever. This comes from a of course we have our opinions and of course we have our thoughts included in all this, but at the same time there's an educational foundation
Yes.
behind
Okay.
growth and development that you have experienced.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So, like she said, I'm her mother. I'm Vanessa Thompson, and I began this process early in life. You know, I had Christina when I was 16 years old, so I practically grew up with my children, and so therefore I made a lot of mistakes and, you know, and learn from those things and still trying to heal and grow and become this relationship that that we know we have, and just embrace it in a way that will help each other to be more understanding of the conversation or the communication that we keep. You know, and not just decide that I'm mother, she should know, or I'm mother and I should know what
Right.
you know, the right things to do. You know, because we are individuals,
That's right.
and so we are trying to bridge this gap.
Yeah, that's it. We're bridging the gap,
We're
right?
bridging the gap.
Yes.
And you know, I have a background of substance use. I am now 31 years clean.
Woo, woo, woo.
And I have grown a lot through that process as well. And they saw the process where I came from, and you know, and neither one of us can deny, you know, that we have came a long ways, you know, but it's still work to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I have worked in substance abuse over 23 years. It's over 23 years. I don't know how many, because I'm retired, went back to work and all this type of stuff. And right now I'm working with veterans in Oregon, you know. So I am, you know, I have this desire and need to always work towards being a better me, you know, so I can live my best version of my life. You know, I can't help people and not help myself.
That's right.
You know, so I got to do this first here. And then sometimes it encompasses different relationship with my children through my growth and my process. And I'm so grateful for this process right here, you know, and it has been an ongoing process, and we are looking to continue.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
is you want me to cover anything else?
No, you
Okay.
did good. That
All
was
right.
good.
Okay.
I like what you said. I knew it. That's Mariah.
That's my grandbaby.
Let's see. 'Cause sometimes they don't be ready to be on no camera.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's keep it kosher.
Yeah.
But I was thinking when you said you got to do for yourself, you know,
Yes.
before you can do for anybody else. So when you said that, it instantly hit my mind. Like you can't fill any cups. You can't be empty and fill any cup for anyone else. You know what I'm saying? You got your cup must be filled. And so I heard Pastor Amos Lewis say, you know, how can you people say pouring into other people, but the Bible don't say you pour into people. The Bible says overflow.
Right. Overflow. I like
Overflow.
That.
right?
Right.
So when you overflowing, that means your cup has been filled.
That's right.
And that you are filled to capacity.
That's right.
And in your capacity, you are overflowing with more.
Right.
And in that
More than
overflow,
enough.
more than enough.
More than enough.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so with that, in that process of being more, having more than enough, then you have enough to spread and to share with others, right? But if you don't have that overflow and you're pouring into others, you're pouring. We're supposed to be at 100% capacity,
Okay.
right? So how can you go through life at 70%, 50%, 35%, and then expect like your phone, for instance,
Right.
the battery be at 25%, so you're gonna go on a long journey with no
No
charger.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you expecting to use your phone, and you don't even know what could happen from here to there,
No.
where you may need to use your phone, but you didn't prepare. So the thing in preparation is that self-care.
Right. Right.
That self-care. And so that's a part of the process of like what we're doing
Mm-hmm.
in our journeys individually
Right.
and also together. And so I'm grateful for this moment right now.
Yes.
It's just so good, so really very, I've been using them words, it's so very much and so really, but it is, I'm just overjoyed. Okay, I'm overjoyed. My mama is here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She's been to Tucson before, but before I had just gotten out of surgery,
Right.
and I didn't have transportation, and
Right.
you just came to see, hey, I got to come and see you.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like, it looked like we're alone
Right.
and the support is thin, but the support is really super thick.
Right.
And you've seen that, even more so this
Right.
time around.
Yes.
And so that's what I like most about the process and the progress of my own individual journey,
Yes.
where I've come, because I've come a long way.
Yes, you have, darling.
You know what I'm saying? You
really
have
have.
come a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In your journey.
Yes.
And so it's like, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
And
Keeping our own pace.
Right. Keeping our own pace
Mhm.
and breathing.
Breathing.
Right? So breath work is, we've been talking about breath work over the past couple of days. Every so often it's been coming up as an important, what's the word I'm looking for?
As part of the healing process.
Right, healing. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause- right.
It's a great coping skill.
The first thing we are given when we come out of the womb is breath.
Right. Right.
Because we don't have breath inside the womb.
Right.
Isn't that something?
That's something.
Yes.
It is.
Hang on, Mom.
Yes.
Let me,
So, go ahead. Okay.
yes, Mariah. Okay. You didn't have to call me for that. All right. Duties of a mom. Right, Mom?
That's right.
Lord have mercy.
Yes. Yes.
So, that's pretty much the opening of where we're going tonight. So, let's transition
All right.
and let's get into it. So, welcome to episode 10 of Together We Rise
Yes.
with Akshita and Mama V. Mama V, I like that.
Mama V.
All right now. We done got through the introduction.
We did
This
that.
is episode 10 of Together We Rise. This is a special episode with Akshita and Vanessa. That's my mama. I told y'all in the introduction, right? These are the lessons we learned the hard way. That's what we about to get into. Because sometimes we have to break away to learn the hard way. Lessons we learned the hard way.
I know.
All right,
You can't get it back like it was now.
we learned some lessons through the cracks of our conversations. In the slammed doors, in the tear-soaked pillows, the silence that stretched too long. For people who love each other this much, but we still grew. Though we're learning love the hard way, we learn that misunderstandings, they don't make us enemies, they make us human. We learn that every "why don't you understand me" was really a heart saying, "Come closer to me, come closer, and try again." We learned that even the hardest moments were seeds pushing us through the light. Heavenly delight when we see the lessons in the plan for our life. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way, and here we're gonna get into discussion about the lessons that we learned in the hard way through the cracks of our conversations tonight in the slammed doors, the tear-soaked pillows, the silence that stretched too long. For people who love each other this much, but we still grew. But we still grew through the silence. We still grew through the silence. We learned that the misunderstandings, they don't make us enemies, they make us human. We learned that every "why don't you understand me" was really a heart saying, "Come closer to me, come closer, come closer and try again." We learned that even the hardest moments were seeds. These seeds were pushing us towards the light, learning the lessons the hard way. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right now. Learning lessons the hard way. Now, you kind of touched on some things because you have been through a journey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in that journey, there was long stretches of silence
Yes, it was.
between us. And so, and I mean, like, through different phases of life.
Right. Right.
And so, remember we was talking about the other night, like the phases of the moon,
Right.
going from nothingness to
Yes.
fullness.
Yes.
But then, even when you get to that fullness, you still got to go through phase of breaking away
Yes.
into nothingness.
Yes.
And so, that phase of going from nothingness into fullness is not a one-time phase or cycle that we
Right.
go through. It's a continuous cycle
Right.
that happens over and over again. And so when we go through something, we think that that's it. But no, it's something else that's going to happen
Sure is.
in that breaking away.
Right.
So in that, it's a breaking away of, and then it's a rebuilding of
Right. Right.
to come into fullness.
Right.
So the breaking away is into nothingness, and the building into is to fullness.
Right.
And so in that phase, you know, in this phase that we're in right now, coming into fullness,
Right.
you know, understanding has been a key factor.
Yeah, it's been very necessary.
Right. And so it's been there's been things that have taken place that we lacked understanding.
Yes.
And
yes.
so I'm grateful that we were able to be open,
Right.
you know, and share those painful moments.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can have thoughts, things can happen, and then in the process of those things happening, we get into our feelings,
Yes.
and we get hurt,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and we can hurt others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, like you said, hurt people, right?
Hurt people hurt people.
And I told you, I heard Kevin Gates say, hurt people, but I'm destroyed on the inside.
Right. And then when you said that, you was talking about the destruction
Yeah.
that happens when hurt people hurt people.
Right.
And you're really not aware of it, but sometimes after you are feeling the pain as well, or as I'm feeling the pain as well, however it goes, you know, it's almost like, I don't care.
Right.
You know, I don't care. I'm hurting. You know, this what I feel.
Right. This has affected me in
Right.
some way.
Right. And then I want some resolution. You know, and I want you know to be understood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and not realizing that I need to understand too.
That's a good point, Mom.
Yes.
That is a really good point because you are not alone in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a common thing. You know, because we can only see things. We can only see things from our perspective, from our angle and point of view. And so you know how they have on social media, people be doing things like POV, and they'll have their point of view of things.
Right.
And how can you be wrong in your point of view if that's your point of view?
And you're entitled.
And you are entitled to your point of view. But then here's the deal. If you're so stuck in your point of view, you may miss the opportunity for understanding.
Wow. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
It really was. Because it does make you miss the opportunity. And then when you miss the opportunity, it start affecting other things. The relationship, the love, you know, that you feel, that you know you have.
Start questioning.
Yeah, you start questioning. You don't want to trust it. You know, you know, breaking trust there. You know, and so you know, and when it get to that point and you're not able to talk, then it you know, that's where I believe the workshop of the enemy comes in.
Oh yeah.
Or he'd already came in, but he sure enough
get busy.
Yeah.
Because you open.
You know,
now.
yeah, he put you, you know, way over here and way over there, no talking or anything.
Separation and division.
Right, and then it get me into that self-pity mode, you know what I'm saying, thinking that, poor old me. You know, poor old me. You know, you was talking about something where Ezekiel was talking, you know,
Ezekiel's
about
call.
the woes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we forget that little part of it. You know, the woes that we are doing to the individual in ourselves at that time.
Really, we be doing it to ourselves,
Right.
And projecting it
Over there. You're right.
And so that projection from me to you,
Yes.
has not only affected you, but it's affecting me in return.
Right.
I think I'm clear.
Right.
And clear, but projection is a boomerang.
Yes, it is.
It's a boomerang.
Right.
And
It
it's
is.
coming back.
Right straight back to you.
At the same
Amen.
rate, at the same speed and force and all the intentions that were sent out with it.
Yes.
It's going to wrap it up and come back to you.
Right to me. That's
So
right.
one day I was back in when I was living on Halls Ferry Road. I was outside talking and I was like pointing a finger, and I was like, "There's 3 fingers pointing back at me.
Plus the thumb, right?
The thumb is going up.
Okay.
So I equate the thumb going up to the truth of it.
Oh, okay, babe.
The truth of it all. So I'm leaving the truth back here. That's the
Right.
cock that you cock
Yeah.
back. The truth cocks back.
Right.
And then you use the everything coming to you to squeeze the trigger.
Oh my goodness. That's a mighty force there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything coming back to me right here. You know.
You shooting it out.
Yeah.
But then it's coming back
Back to me.
threefold though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, if I could think like that when things are going.
No, for real. Like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
when we wanna blame somebody for something,
Don't
just point your fingers.
Yeah.
And just see the 3. Look at your hand.
see
And
what's coming back.
see what's coming back to you.
Right.
Whatever you
Right.
projecting out is coming back to you. You got to see that.
Right.
And so that's just a point of view
Yes.
for that those lessons that are hard to learn through the hard way. Is that where we are? Yeah, the lessons we learned the hard way.
Right.
And
right.
so the lessons we learn the hard way are those lessons that actually bring us closer
Right.
to a higher power.
Yes.
Because in that separation and isolation, see, we think I've heard a lot. I've heard different views on isolation.
Okay.
Now, I see isolation as when Jesus was taken up into the mountain for 40 days and Moses was taken up into the mountain for 40 days. These were isolated times where they were being molded and being prepared for what was ahead.
I like
They
that
were
one.
being given the instruction through that isolation.
Right.
And so then when they present themselves back to, because it's easy to praise God all by yourself in
Yes,
your
it
room.
is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's easy to
Yeah.
go off by yourself and thank Jesus and thank the Lord and, praise and all of that stuff. But what happens when you get amongst and amidst people who are unbelievers?
Oh,
Do you fall in where they are?
no.
Or do you take what you learned in preparation and be obedient? It's like you brought up Ezekiel.
Right.
And Ezekiel had a calling.
Right.
And Ezekiel didn't want to do what he had to do because he said, like they're not listening to me. They're not gonna listen to me.
Right.
And God told him, here, take this scroll and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And he ate the scroll. So all the words that were spoken of lament and woes and things like that he was told to go and give. And the only reason he was told to give those, his call was to give that message because they were a rebellious people.
Mm-hmm. And that rebellious spirit would keep you stuck.
Oh, yeah.
And would take you in a different part of the isolation where you stop seeking, stop praising, and feel alone, and then just be so deep down in depression.
Come on.
And that you think the whole world falling on you. You know, nothing works. You know.
Yeah.
You know. So it you got to balance that. And sometimes your mind bring it anyway, but I challenge myself to stay on the positive side of it.
Right.
You know, today. You know, I didn't used to do that.
Right.
You know, but today I stay on the positive side of it and try to stay open-minded into what I'm feeling at least. You know, sometimes that's all I can do. It's kind of like salt my own laundry. You know what I'm saying? If it don't belong to me, put it in another pile.
Right.
You know, so sometimes that's hard to do when I feel like I'm to blame for everything. But then I have learned through my process that when I'm feeling some type of way and somebody else is feeling some type of way, then communication is the only way to work it out. And I got to be willing to listen.
Yeah.
I got to be willing to listen. I got to be willing to tell the truth about my own feelings.
Right.
And I got to be willing to, stay in it and don't give up because of my feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so those things was hard in the beginning for me to do because I thought, that, I had done so much that I didn't deserve, a lot that what I was getting, and I couldn't see that I was getting it from my children or from other people, because I thought that I had to do more. So today, like you say, just be, so it is all about me knowing me enough to be. And so, when I'm able to be where I am, how I am, and accept me first, then I'm able to put it in words so that maybe the other person could. And I think when we had our conversation, that's exactly what happened. And that was different because I'm telling you, when she was in high school, that couldn't happen like that.
No.
Because our mama, you gonna listen to me and all that kind of stuff. But she showed me. I had to learn from that hard truth as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and so just learning, growing up with my children, it was a difficult process because I am mama. But then mama had made a lot of mistakes, so I had to relearn how to do a lot of things. And this is one of the process where we are now, where I am relearning, you know, keeping the things that's working.
Yeah.
And getting rid of the ones that don't work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like rewriting. Rewriting the ways that I may think I need to be. And just be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just be. You know, just be in love with you like I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just trying to be mama.
Right.
You know, all the time and thinking I need to have an opinion. I remember that time. I remember that time when she shut me up. You hear me? I was on the phone, because I thought every time my children called me, I needed to have a solution. I thought I needed to have an input. And Christina said, Mama, I don't need your motherly opinion. I just need you to listen. So when I'm learning how to do this right, I'm like on the other side, like when she's saying something like, and then if I grunt, see that you're being sarcastic. I was like, so it was a hard way of learning. And it wasn't just, you know, it was like that with her, like that with, it was different with someone else. They wanted to hear me, and I ain't know, you know, I just get confused and I ain't know what to do. I was like,
you got to the point where you wouldn't say nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
She was like, well, you told me you didn't want my, I was like, Mama, I ain't mean it like that all the time. Well, you know what I'm saying? But then we grew past that stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a growing moment.
Right. And then we had to talk about that later on.
Yeah, we did.
Because when she said that, it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with that. You know?
That's how I feel with Mariah when Mariah be brutally honest with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
but I love it. I love that you are able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I grew up, it wasn't no such thing as that.
right.
We couldn't say to our mama, no, we don't want your motherly opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because her opinion was the only opinion that we could have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So starting out in my journey with my children, I had to change all of that about myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to know that times had changed. And I didn't know how to change with it, but they taught me.
It's like mine are teaching me.
Right.
Because my children are not in the same mindset that we came
Right.
up in with you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So I be like, I understand. I have to remind myself of how different our generation was
Right.
from your generation.
Right.
And how my children's generation is different from my generation.
Right.
And so, I mean, just look at the evolvement of the digital world.
Right.
You know, everything is going digital. And so it's almost like, I don't know. The point is that we're learning from each generation, and that's
Right.
the bridging the gap.
That's bridging the gap.
And that's what's next, you know.
And you know what? That's what the Bible says.
What?
Each generation needs to be better than the last.
Right.
So we need to take our learning, put it in information enough to teach the next generation.
Right, but they're gonna tweak it a bit.
They gonna tweak it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all
but
tweaked it.
But the right, but it's all about the foundation.
And
so
y'all, I have beautiful children. All of them have their own mind. They all know themselves to a point where they can say, "No, mama, this and that and this and that." I'll be like, "Okay, then, all right, no, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm good today with that." You know,
Yeah.
so, but sometimes I get offended again, you know, or get in my feelings and think I need to be involved in everything, you know what I'm saying, but I don't.
But that's the importance of understanding that we're not perfect.
Right.
We're not shooting for perfection.
Right.
It is all about understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and that wasn't the point that I was trying to make.
I know.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
saw it in your eyes. You was like, where was I going?
I'm like, like we are human.
We're human. We are.
We are human.
Yeah.
We have human emotions.
Yes.
We have human thoughts. We have human, we're human. Okay?
Right.
We're human.
Right.
And so in our humanity,
Mm-hmm.
we go through things in this body. And so the fluctuation of and the changes in emotion and how we respond to things over time, and the thing how we evolve
Right.
through change
Right.
and transformation and transitions. And so we should always be willing to go through those transitions
Right.
of transformation
Right.
and change.
Right.
And so we must be the change we want to see.
See, that's right.
So if we want to see something different, we have to be something
We have to
different.
be something different.
Whatever that difference is, and there's no definition for what different is when it comes to you as an individual.
That's right.
And what your call is.
That's true.
And so yeah, so we're talking about bridging the gap. So we're gonna you ready to transition?
Yeah, let's transition.
Okay. So this one right here, we worked on together.
Okay.
All right. Let's allow this conversation to take us closer to our loved ones. No matter what you've been through, forgiveness is key.
God is good.
We're bridging the gap, generational gap. 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 You come from a world that taught you strength was quiet. Feelings were folded into corners, and survival meant standing tall. I came from a world that said you should speak your truth, cry if you need to, heal in public if that's what it takes to breathe. If that's what it takes to breathe. If that's what it takes to breathe. Breathe. We're bridging the gap, generational gap. 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 Two worlds, one bridge, built from every attempt to meet each other's eyes without fear. And somewhere in the middle, we realized the gap wasn't a wall. It was a pathway for us both to evolve, to understand, to reach each other with open hands instead of assumptions. Generational gap, we're bridging the gap, generational gap. Do 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 do
Oh. Wow.
All right. So we're bridging the gap.
Bridging the gap. Bridging the gap. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So look, bridging the gap. What is this thing saying? It says something in here. Realizing that the gap wasn't a wall.
Right.
It was a pathway.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We think of a gap as being a separation when really it's a pathway through something.
Right.
And if we look at it from a different angle,
Right.
because if you look at it from a horizontal angle,
It may look like it's separated.
it into the path.
Okay.
But if we're looking at it from a vertical angle, it could look like a wall.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
So changing the angle of view.
Okay then. Horizontal.
Horizontal, because the separation will be from this side to this side.
That's right.
But this is going to be up,
Right.
going up. So it's some way, a blockage.
Right. Right.
So just saying, you know, you could come along the horizon of something from the side in which it's rising.
Right.
And if am I making sense with
Yes, because when what you put me in mind of is the Sleeping Giant Mountain.
that? Mm-hmm.
You know, when you first showed it to me, I was like, well, what? I don't see it, you know. But the more we drove and was angled that way,
Yeah.
I was like, I see it.
Right.
You know, look like Ali. You know, look like this. I was pointing out everything. Now I'm fascinated by it because I can't stop seeing it.
Right. Once you see it, you
Right.
can't stop seeing.
Right.
But if your eyes are never opened up to what it is you're
Right.
looking at,
Right.
you can see it as something else, like
Right.
it's just a mountain.
Just a mountain.
But then it looks like when you see it, you can see the face structure
Right.
from the head all the way down to the feet.
Yes, right.
And one of the points on that mountain is called Fingertip Point.
Yes, it looked like his fingers are going like this.
Yes.
Right. It really does.
Okay. So yeah, that was good, Mama, because that's in fact a real example of what a change in perspective looks like
Right.
when you have insight.
Yeah.
Somebody has to kind of come in and guide your
Right.
the opening of your eyes.
Right.
Right.
And
And
that's
so
good,
that's
yeah.
what truth is.
That's true.
Truth is the opening of the eyes. And remember I said Aisha and Mariah, they don't see it. We've been here 4 years. And Aisha and Mariah swear they do not see the figure of a sleeping giant, the face.
And I was trying to show them, and I looked back there, and both of them was looking down.
Because they
They don't pay me no attention. They don't want to see it.
they don't want to see it. They like, nope, I don't see it, Mama. I don't see it. I'll be like, okay,
And I
so.
looked at Christy, and she said, "Can't force them." And I said, "You right."
Nah, I said, we got to remember, they got scales over their eyes.
Yes, you did say that.
Right?
You did.
So
And I was like, okay.
some things we are blinded to until our mind is open to receive the
Right.
light.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Light exposes things.
That's true.
And so we could be in the same room looking at the same thing
Right.
and tell a different story.
That's true. That is true.
Because where was your focus?
Yes. That perception.
And your perception.
Right.
Yeah. And perception is true to the one who perceives it.
That's right.
Because I can't convince you that your perception is wrong because
Right.
that ain't my perception.
Right.
I am not in your mind.
And that was a hard lesson for me.
Yeah, me too.
That was a hard lesson.
Because
for
how
me.
can you not see what I see?
Right.
We got
Right.
we both have eyes, but we don't have
Right.
the same pair of eyes.
Right. And the beautiful part of this process that I have been on with my children and others is that my children has been able to impart and give me insight.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see things like the mountain.
Yeah.
Because I did not see it at first. But then when you said, Mama, just look at it, you know, so I was looking, I was like, oh, sure do, you know. But in other parts of my life, you know what I'm saying, they have been able to impart to me, am I saying that right? Impart to me things that made sense to them so I can get some understanding about where they were. And then after they give me that insight, then I can go back and say, you sure right, I was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's doing it now today about things she's going through with her children. She's like, thank you, Mama, for reminding me. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You know, so
That I did the same thing
Right.
when I was that age, or you know, when I was young and living at home and things like that. So yeah, it's a revelation.
It's a revelation all the time. And it ain't saying that you can't give it to me or my grandchild can't give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I have to be willing and open enough for that to happen. And, you know, so I can see a little better into whatever it is that would make this thing rock like it's supposed to rock.
Rock the boat.
Yeah, I don't supposed to be. How you gonna rock like this on one side?
On one side, yeah, you gonna
rock.
flip.
Yeah, and this side ain't rocking at all.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's better when you can rock with both of them, with both legs going together.
Yeah, and
You
both
know.
legs are not the same.
Right.
Both arms are not the same.
That's right.
And if you don't strengthen one more, if you strengthen one more than the other, because at one point in time I was almost losing like functionality in my left hand because I wasn't using it.
Wow.
And so I started writing with my left hand. And to be honest, it was Mental Magic, Frank Burrell, who was talking about the balance
Right.
and not using one side. And so when you understand how the brain works, you know, if you're not using the left side, then the right side of your brain is not being activated.
That's a clinical thing too.
Right.
We do that
Okay.
with the veterans.
Right.
Yeah, we do that in certain groups.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Acknowledgement of the use of the left and right brain.
right, and we have an assignment where they use their left hand or whatever hand. If they left hand, they use the right hand, and so they have to use that hand to do their assignment in class that day.
Okay.
And then they read it because, you know, they know what they wrote,
Right.
you know, stuff like that. And then to look at it sometime on like maybe the second or third time is better than the first.
Right. Because see, what happened was
Yes.
I started writing with my left hand. And then not only that, I started realizing the strength was dissipating
Okay.
through my fingers and, you know, the strength of my arm. So what I started doing was carrying bricks. You remember the house on House Fair Road, all that land? I would take, I had bricks on out there, and I would take the bricks and I would lift with my left hand and I would take it to the shed out
Okay.
back. And
You
so
told me about that, yeah.
you remember that? My mama got a good memory, y'all. She
Yeah.
be reminding me of the growth and development that I have come through, that I have really forgotten about, because, you know, through life we go through so many different
Right,
changes and
right.
things, and so it's so easy to forget where we were
Right.
and the process of coming through where we were to
Right.
be where we are today. And we look at ourselves today and we like, well, this is where I am today. I'm not there anymore. But we forget the process.
Forget the process.
But we can't forget the process.
Right,
And so that's why I like to write things down.
right.
That's why I like to do these videos like
Yes.
this. Because this right here, this is for us.
Right,
This is for my siblings
right.
to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because only they really know the
Right.
backstory of what
Right.
ain't nobody else's business but
Right,
ours.
right.
But it's what Lorenzo say today? I'm witnessing
Answer prayer.
answered prayer.
Yes. Amen.
We sitting up in here with teary eyes, but this is my brother
Right.
witnessing an answered prayer, and that was all he needed for today.
Amen. Yeah. This has been a really good trip for me, for her, for all of us as a family unit. We are really getting into this healing part. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know if she want me to,
No, you share whatever you want to share. This
because
is
it's coming up.
transparent. If it's coming, then
Yes.
bring it.
Because when I first started this process of learning how to be in my family with my children, after the long years of being separated
Separation.
because of my choices to use, and so I went to family counseling, and I wanted to go. I wanted them to go with me, but they weren't ready. So, you know, the therapist was really good though. She told me, she said, you have got to go and allow this thing to happen in the home. And it's real good, because everybody that I was involved with that time was always telling me about taking my recovery home. And so,
That's good, Mom.
yes, and so I had to get with them, and we had to decide, and it had to be unison.
I remember,
Yeah.
because I do that with the girls now to this day. It has to
Right.
be in unison, or we don't do it.
Right.
Or I choose.
What movie
Yeah.
we were gonna watch,
Or we don't do it. Yeah.
or a game we were gonna play,
Mm-hmm.
or what the menu was gonna be for that night, and it was family night. And so, and then after we do all that, then I had to allow them to talk their feelings out, and I was told not to interrupt it at all, no matter how I felt, no matter what it or how it affected me at that time, you know. And when I did that, they had a chance to kind of like to get out some of those feelings, you know, go through the process, because I was in recovery, but I had to allow them to recover on their own pace,
Yeah.
in their own individual lives and stuff, you know. And so this is something. This is a seed here
I ain't lying.
from that time.
No, for real.
You know
Mama,
what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yeah, because
This is not the seed. This is the
the
blossom.
The blossom.
This is the fruit.
The watering, and we coming up, we blossoming, the flowers,
The
the
growth.
fruit, the juices
Mm-hmm.
that have been poured down in us, you know, not by us either.
Yeah, not by us.
Not by us.
We're only vessels.
That's right.
And we had to be obedient in the process
Right.
to even be here today.
Right.
That means the work that you doing
Right.
and the work that I'm doing
Mhm.
brought us together on the other side of
That's
that
right.
thing.
That's right. And that's anything.
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 Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I trust that that we're gonna get through it, and we just don't faint not.
Ooh, mama.
Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm going through some time, I get a little like, oh Lord, I've done it now.
Yeah. I know I do. I hit like, all right, here.
It's over. but
For real.
but I'm not. But it's not.
It's not over.
We be traveling, and through the traveling, we can't stay on level ground all the time. We
That's
can't.
why we have to continue to
Right.
be fed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And understand where we're being fed from. Like
Right.
like God sent manna down. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? God sent quail.
Right.
You know, God sent those things to feed. So we have to be replenished.
That's
like we
right.
was talking about earlier, the battery.
That's right.
We have to have a charger
That's right.
to connect to.
That's right.
And so when we're connected to the wrong thing, it will deplete us.
That's right.
You know? And so when we begin to feel depleted and not strengthened,
Right.
then we know it's time to take a look at what the focus is and what
Right.
we're connected to. Someone did I can't remember at the present time, but someone did a sermon at church, and the sermon was talking about what we're connected to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe it was Pastor Kathy McDowell.
Wow.
You got to meet her. You ain't meet her.
Was that the paper wrapper?
No, that's
Oh, okay.
that's Evangelist Doretta.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, what your
All right.
wrapping paper? What does your wrapping paper say about you?
Okay. now.
I wish you could have met her too.
Right.
But Pastor Kathy McDowell did she did this sermon. It's on YouTube. Can you hear me now?
Right.
And this was a God asking, can you hear me now?
Right.
So we can focus on what we're connected to.
Right.
And so as we begin to reconnect, we have to make sure that connection is connected appropriately.
Right.
So we
right.
have to get rid of things that
Right.
no longer serve the
Amen.
purpose
Right.
for our lives.
Okay.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
And we are not the determining factor of what that purpose is.
Yeah, we be pruning.
Right. Right.
We are being pruned.
We are being pruned. And those
Right.
things are being taken away.
Right.
And that pruning process does not feel good.
No, it does not.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And in that pruning process, the thorns are still able to prick you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or you're still pricking people with your thorns.
Right. Ooh. Help us.
For real.
Mm-mm-mm.
And so when you get a bundle or a bouquet of roses the thorns ain't on there no more.
Really?
They take the thorns off.
I didn't know that.
I mean, from what I've seen, I haven't seen, they may miss a few or whatever, but mostly the thorns are cut off.
Right.
You know, because
It's
they
supposed
will.
to be some good, I guess.
Well, at that time, they're being taken out of their natural habitat, so the defense mechanism is no longer necessary.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good.
That is good. Because that means they have been taken up by the gardener.
Right.
The gardener is God, the higher power.
Okay, then.
Removing
right.
the thorns because you are now in divine protection. Your defense mechanism
Right.
is no longer
Needed.
useful or needed.
Right.
Because you have a greater power protecting
Right.
you.
Okay, now.
So you ain't got to be pricking people. You know what I'm saying? People can love you and see the beauty in you without hurting,
Right.
without being hurt.
By being hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where we are.
That's where we are. Isn't that nice?
That was beautiful.
Oh. So yeah. So this is how me and my mama for real get down. You know what I'm saying? I forgot
Yes.
we was on here.
Me too. Okay, then.
These are how then I'd be like, our conversation need to be recorded.
Right.
But this is us bridging the gap after a long separation.
Yes.
Yet again in a different phase.
Right.
You know, we don't have to get into any detail or whatever, but I have spoken on here about my situation.
Right.
You know, and the changes that I have been going through. And hurt and pain will cause you to, even in the times where you need your family the most.
Right.
Or need people the
Right.
most, you will push people away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And isolate yourself.
Right.
You know, but then was that isolation really something that we did to ourselves?
Yes.
Because did we not continue to grow?
Okay, then.
Were we not in the hands of
Right.
our God?
Right.
You understand? Were we of our Father, of the one who is above all things, who the creator of all things?
Right.
Were we not being protected and guided on this journey?
Right.
We looking at it like we separated from each other, but did we really separate from each other, or was this a part of the plan?
Part of the plan. I got to say that one. I think it was part of the plan.
It was part of the plan.
Right.
Because the growth is evident right here.
Right now. Right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we're here. We were obedient. We made it to the other side.
We made it to the other side.
We still here.
I'm so glad.
You know what I'm saying? And so today what came out of our meeting earlier is the fact that this process that I have to go through, I'm now feeling stronger to go through it. My mind, my body, my spirit could not handle anything that I have to go through before today.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Before this time.
God is good.
So good.
Yes, He is.
And so it takes for us to have vulnerable moments in truth,
Yes.
to recognize
Right.
the power
Yes.
of God and how it has been moving
Yes.
to get us to where we are.
Wow. I love it when I can get to that point where I see that He has been there all the time.
All the time.
You know, and I remember when I first realized that in our relationship, and I think you told it before on another one of your podcasts, when you were speaking about how you was going to Iraq and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, I was devastated because I hadn't heard from her and the war was started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so, you know, at that moment, you know, I was praying, you know, asking God everything. I didn't get the answer I thought I was going to get, but then when I got home, you had answered every prayer, every question, every request I had made that day. And it was 3 of them. And so, you know, from that point on, I would say, can't nobody tell me nothing about my God.
I know that's right.
Can't nobody tell me nothing about it. Because, see, at that point, I was learning about prayer, meditation,
Right.
and then waiting on the answers and listening for his answers. You know,
That's good, Mama.
and at that point, it happened.
Mhm.
And I was so amazed of his work at that time and how he had moved that thing that was here.
Yeah.
And, you know, clouding. It was like a big lump, you know, and I just could not get over it. And then when I got home, it was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I did not expect that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so just like this trip, you know, I called you and said, look, I'm planning a trip. I'm split up between you and Sharonda, you know, stuff like that. And you know, and we started getting together on these appointments and stuff.
Yeah.
So I could be involved and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It seemed like everything that could happen and get in the way and make me think it wasn't going to happen. But I kept saying, Lord, I know you know.
Thank you, Jesus, because I know what you're talking about.
Yes, I know you know. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was on that plane, I was like, thank you, Lord. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they were talking about they were hitting air pocket. I said, ain't nothing stopping this trip.
Yeah, I know that's right. And you on the plane after
Yeah.
everything you just had went through?
Yes.
I know I'm making it to the destination.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's the type of confidence and boldness we need to be able to walk through every day
All
in
the
life.
time.
Knowing
that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect. I can't do it like I'm talking about every time. And it didn't happen exactly like that. I still had some doubt when I was at the airport. 'Cause
Of course.
they was delaying planes. They were canceling flights and stuff like that. And I was like, Lord, you said that if I delight myself, you would direct my path.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I just sit there and just waited.
That's so good.
Yeah. Now, they changed my gate a couple of times. I just get up and went right on over there and found me a seat. I was coming.
Mhm.
And I believed I was going to be here on time. And I was.
You were.
And I'm so grateful for that.
You were. You went to the VA and Savannah.
Yeah.
And so, and those were, and you met the doctors you needed to meet.
Yes, I did.
You done met a whole bunch of people you
Yes.
needed to meet.
Yes, I did.
And so that was just really, really good. And so, what did I say to you on the way? I said, when you said they canceling flights, what do you remember what my message was back to you? I said something like, God is in control.
Yes, you did. That's what I was finna say. I was finna say trust the process, but you
Yeah.
said God is in control.
God is in control.
And I wrote back to you, and I'm gonna trust this process.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
and it happened.
It happened. Yeah. So
Everything happened.
yes.
And so it's just been a beautiful transition.
Yes. Bridging this gap.
Bridging this gap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And this bridge is only going to connect to more
Right.
because there's more
Right.
to be connected to.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so hey, bridging the gap,
Generational gap.
bridging the gap, generational gap. All right now. Okay, so this is episode 10 of Together We Rise. And see, together we rise because rise we will.
We will rise.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Together we will
Right.
rise.
Amen.
So we're going to be talking about trust and building those checkpoints into trust. And you know what that looked like.
Right.
All right, we're moving on along. We're going to talk about trust and building those checkpoints. Trust. Are we doing what we need to do to build that trust in the ones that we love? not expecting instant gratification. This is a marathon.
Show up overnight. It takes work.
Hard work.
Didn't show up overnight. It takes work.
Hard work. Trust didn't show up overnight. It arrived in tiny moments, a shared laugh that softened old tension, a truth spoken without judgment.
Trust didn't show up overnight. It takes work. Hard work. Didn't show up overnight. It takes work. Hard work.
No judgment, a late night call saying I need you, and the other answering I'm here. I came from apologies that tasted like humility and forgiveness that felt like fresh air. That trust wasn't a map,
It takes work.
it was footsteps, yours and mine,
Hard work.
choosing to walk forward even when the road was unfamiliar.
Work. Trust didn't show overnight. It takes work. Hard work. Oh, didn't show up overnight. It takes work. Hard work. Hard work. Trust takes work. Hard work. Oh, didn't show up overnight. It takes work. Hard work.
Like a late night call saying I need you, and the other answering
Trust.
I am here.
Trust.
Trust, it came from apologies that tasted like humility and forgiveness that felt like fresh air.
Hard work. Trust
That truth spoken without judgment.
takes work.
Hard work.
Right now. Yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Hard work.
It is hard work. I like when it said, when it said that was me. I had to look at it because I be my mind be going through too much. So trust is not a map. It was footsteps, yours and mine, choosing to walk forward even when the road was unfamiliar.
Right.
Unfamiliar, uncharted territory.
Uncharted territory.
So like you were saying earlier, like building that relationship with us, you know, after the separation and going through the family counseling and bringing that recovery home, you know, and involving us not just in the outside programs,
Right.
but creating a program in the home.
Right.
And so I never really put it all together that was a foundation
It is.
for why I do the things that I do with the girls. Now, we may not have game night, because I ain't never been too big on playing games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to play games.
Right.
I'm all about, like, you know, I got to work. I got to get this done. I got to do this. I'm trying to, you know, produce something.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like this music right here.
Right.
Producing something,
Right.
but something with substance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to be putting our time into anything, and not saying that what we didn't do, that was a great foundation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know what I was doing. I was just following directions.
Right, but what it did was it brought us together. I remember
Right.
those nights, and
Right.
you know, we would sit down and we would watch movies and we would laugh. We
Right.
like watched a lot of comedy because that's
Right.
when Comic View was on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'd get out there and we'd just have a good time. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Payment
Right.
made sure we had all the latest movies on
Yes.
VHS.
Yes.
We had all the VHS
Yes, we
recordings.
did.
You know what I'm saying? Payman was a Renaissance man.
Yes, he was.
He did it all.
Yes.
And so he was a very important role
Yes.
during that building of trust,
Yes, he was.
because we trusted him as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that what was shared between the two of you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was there during when we weren't,
Right.
and so he became the bridge.
He did. And he was willing to lay down and let us all cross
Yeah,
on
he did.
the dryness.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Oh, yes.
But that truth spoken without judgment,
Yes.
that's what we just recently experienced.
Right.
You know, that vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to trust to be honest.
Right.
First, you got to trust yourself.
Right.
You said something earlier, and I was so glad you hit that point about being able to be honest about our own position
Right.
and part
Right.
in things, even if we don't understand at the time
Right.
what position we were playing in that situation. When you see, it's like watching a sitcom,
Mm-hmm.
and you know the first scene before the next scene happens.
Right.
The people in the scene don't know what happened in the first scene.
Right.
So either we know it's gonna be something upsetting,
Mhm.
something funny, you know what I'm saying? Something just crazy.
Right.
Like you can't wait for the excitement of the you know, the final, you know,
Right.
hey, this is what I've been doing.
Right.
You know, so just that vulnerability, you know, to be honest,
Right.
you know, with self 1st. And when we're honest with ourselves, it's so much easier to be honest with
Right.
other people. And then not only to be honest with other people, but to accept other people's honesty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it
You know,
personal.
because this is something that matters to you, and so I want to hear it, and I want to be able to understand where it's coming from and how it's coming to me, and then, you know, and try to impart the same, you know, honesty
Yeah.
about where I was, and, you know, how nonchalant it was for me
Right.
at the time,
It's a-
you know, but because of what I was already going through.
right.
And so the nonchalantness is the part that kind of felt painful,
Right.
but it wasn't like
But on the other
intentional.
side, right? But on the other side
Yes.
of things, here later in the aftermath,
yeah,
it's now a respect
right,
of the other person's feelings, situation,
and the experience.
and their experience for
Right.
that one individual person.
Right.
We all experience the same thing differently.
It was so we had so much in common going on,
yeah.
but we couldn't see it. That's the nonchalance I'm talking
Right.
about.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get
okay.
it. And you know, and I hear you. And so that's what we crossed. That was a bridge that was crossed.
Right,
You know, and so
and
that.
it felt so good.
Oh man, I feel that's why I said I'm strong enough now to carry on with what I need to carry on with.
Right.
And it was like God is just so good how
Yes,
he
he is.
put this together, because everything is happening not in our time,
No,
but in God's time.
and we didn't even think about any of this.
None of
This
we ain't
just-
playing this conversation.
Just, right, nothing.
I said, Mama, I said, hey, don't make no sense for you to be here. You don't do what I do when
Yes.
I'm here by
Right.
myself.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a part of the process, and I don't usually bring anyone in
Right.
to what I'm doing because
Right.
you know at an earlier state in time there was a lack of understanding.
right,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But through growth and development,
Here we
change, transition, and transformation, here we are today.
Amen.
With Together We Rise.
and together we rise.
This is episode 10. And this process right here with Together We Rise has been a process.
Right. Right.
for even me, because I started one way and I'm continuing on in a
Right.
different way.
Right.
But this way right here has substance.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so that substance is important. And so I wanted to say to you, you know, when we have finding respect for the other person's feeling, it validates the significance
Yes.
of another's experience outside of your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And when people feel significant to be who they are with you, then that grows the what? Trust.
That's true.
So bridging gaps, and we're building trust, and we're checking off the box
Right.
for the building of trust.
Right.
And so trust goes deeper, right? And so I'm being led to talk about this with you right here, right now.
Go ahead.
When we have family trust and we are operating as a business,
Right.
family is our first business.
Right.
And if we're not managing our family business, that means someone else is managing our business.
Wow.
Right?
Right.
And so in our family business management, if there's no growth, there's no supply,
Right.
there's no product,
No production.
no production
Right.
of anything.
Right.
And so we have a very talented family.
We do.
And the amount of talent in our family is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. So
Yes.
building trust builds family business.
Right.
Family business produces goods,
Okay now.
right? And goods are supplies that move,
All right now.
right?
Right.
And so building trust is not only just building trust to tell you the truth and tell you I love you and to sit here and have a conversation with you. How do we grow in family business and
Right.
trust
Right.
where we are secure as a family unit?
Wow. Wow.
Trust goes deeper than
Yes.
having a conversation. Trust is a legacy,
Right.
our legacy.
Our legacy.
Now, what are we leaving behind when we leave? We want to leave better than before,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
And we're learning
Yeah.
as we go.
Oh yeah.
So as we are going and we are growing, we must be doing something to show the difference.
Right.
You know, how you talking about you grew? No. How about how you? No, it's like I'm trying to think of how I want to put this analogy that I'm trying to conjure up in my mind right now.
Right.
What I'm seeing is a overgrown body with little clothes on.
Oh my goodness.
You done grew because that's a natural process. It's gonna happen.
Right.
But you ain't been shopping
It ain't changed.
and ain't changed. Still the same, wearing the same thing.
Right. Right.
But you not the same.
No.
But in your mind, your perception told you
This was okay.
this was not okay, but this is how you supposed to be. So you wonder why everybody looking at you crazy, and you walk around with high waters on, ankle beaters.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And not because you have to. So don't get me
Right.
wrong. This ain't no knock against nobody. If you like to wear ankle beaters, then wear your ankle beaters.
You know, that's part of the style.
No, it's a style now. Yeah, it's the showing off a style now. You know what I'm saying? Because when it first came out, I was like, now why are people volunteering to wear short pants like that?
Why are they buying them?
Right. But then when you see the style and how it goes with the culture,
Right.
it's a cultural thing.
And the more you see it, the more it becomes.
It's becoming.
Right.
Because it is becoming.
Right.
It be
Come. mean.
And it's coming.
Coming.
So that means that these are trendsetters. These are people who are moving before time because it's weird, it's strange. But then when it becomes a trend or something that is cultivated, then it's common.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah, the cultivation part
Mm-hmm.
that comes in with the change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because when you cultivate something, then
It's
you
molding.
Yeah, and you changing that.
Forming.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it was set. Now you changing it.
I
you
see.
know?
I see you molding clay.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shaping it into something. You can make so many different things with
Right.
clay.
Yes.
It's because it's able to be molded.
Right. Right.
And so this is just how we were molded in the womb.
Right.
And so we was having this conversation at church amongst the people in church about how God has molded you before you even come. Before you was even in the womb.
Right.
You were shaped and molded to be just who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when we come out, we're supposed to be developing into that, to get back to self, to remember
Right.
self and the self that was before this body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The self that we were when we was up there in
Right.
spirit in a formless, shapeless,
Yeah.
matterless
Yes.
body.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because it's not matter.
Right.
It's
Okay.
the supernatural
I heard
unseen.
that. I heard that. It doesn't matter because it will matter.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why I tell people all the time, because we are matter, we all matter.
Right.
There's no hollow people walking around here, no see-through people walking around here.
That's right.
We are dense. We are heavy. We are held down by the matter in which we are.
Right.
So if we're walking upright, we matter. So there, Jabez Invest has a book. I remember I told you about him. He has I have not invested in Jabez Invest, but in my heart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have. And me talking about him is an investment. You know what I'm saying? Of energy that I'm pushing his direction for anybody who can support the cause. He's someone who's a social media influencer, content creator who creates content about healthy eating and what's bad, like enriched, bleached, or just over processed foods, and how you can still eat cakes, cookies, pies, pasta, and all these different things that society and this internet tells you you're not supposed to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But one thing that we don't take into consideration is that we are all different. And it's not what we're eating, it's what's in what we're eating.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Right. Enhance my thinking in that. Yeah, because of the stuff you make here. I hadn't had any of that stuff that I would be indulging. Don't even have a taste for it right now. So I definitely want to try to incorporate that some of this stuff in my life gradually, so I can learn how to eat right. You know what I'm saying? And when we grew up, we ate what was cooked, and we were supposed to eat everything.
right.
But learning now from your generation, bridging the gap here.
Bridging the gap.
Helping me to see that, I still got to learn how to take care of my body like you are doing. And I mean, you are really doing it.
Thank you, Mama.
So I appreciate that as well, to learn from you in this way and to experience it. I mean, it's tasty, it's fulfilling. I'm not up all night trying to find something to put in my mouth. But that right there, that you were saying something that kind of made me go there about your cooking.
Oh, the healthy eating.
Healthy eating.
Being
Yeah.
able to eat good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
still
because
be healthy.
tonight we gonna
We're doing the walnut meat.
we gonna do walnut meat and we're gonna do dates candy.
Date candy. Yeah.
And then what else? You had over there.
What else was over there, Mom? Oh, we're supposed to be doing some watermelon sorbet. Well, you had that, Aisha.
Asia's fit. My grandbaby fixed me some. I mean, it was delicious, and it was all natural stuff, and so no sugar, you know,
Yeah.
and so it's real good.
I can't remember. Oh. Well, crab meat dip.
Yeah.
With the wontons.
Yes.
That's kind of like, but it ain't, but
Yeah.
still, it's.
Yeah, I can't wait to take the dates candy. I can't wait to taste that walnut meat because I've been seeing her do it on online all the time. So, and my grandchildren say, Mama, you have got to fix grandmama some of that walnut meat. So, they want me to experience that as well,
you got to.
So this has been a real wonderful trip. You know what I'm saying? In every angle of that word, wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And so, and I have truly enjoyed myself here at Christina Ashada. Look, I won't never say it right.
It's
but,
okay. It's okay. I'm
V.
Christina.
Ashada V.
Yeah. V. AV 23.
Yes. And in this experience right here, things that you do, I have truly enjoyed myself.
That's so good.
I feel like I have grown, matured, a lot.
I see it on you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I
Yes.
see it on you.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
So is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Because we are growing.
Yes,
through.
together.
We're growing through each other.
Yes.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
we
saying?
are. Yes, we are.
Your journey
Mhm.
has taught me so much.
Yes.
Your journey taught me things to stay away from and to go a different direction.
Okay, now.
And I did that
Yes.
with the intent to receive discipline,
Right.
right? And not discipline because I was undisciplined.
Mm-hmm.
I mean discipline in my journey into adulthood.
Right.
Because I didn't know anything about it. Both you, my parents, are young,
Yes.
and I grew up with both of y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's still growth to be made and to be done in this process, but it's not. But it's relevant.
Right.
There is relevant growth all the way around.
Right.
And so when I see y'all, I'm like my journey through what I learned through you and my dad. Is what has kind of kept, ain't no kind of in it, what has kept me stable in my, I'm trying to find the right words, and there's no right words. I'm just trying to find a way of expressing what I feel that has no words. The foundation in maturity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're saying right now you feel like you have matured in this moment.
Yes.
And it's not, and there's nothing wrong with that growth and maturity that you have gotten in company of me, your child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I
right.
can mature through watching you, and you can mature through watching me.
And I have.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
have. And
That's a beautiful thing.
And I thought it was bad to have 4 children, but I can do it through 4 different ways.
You sure can.
And it's so beautiful.
The four pillars holds up the foundation.
Okay, now.
Are built from the foundation.
Yes.
You being the foundation of those 4 pillars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the stronger you are,
the
stronger will hold up the rest of the building.
Okay, now.
And that's the family business and trust.
Okay, now.
That's it.
That's it.
Right? So everything is relevant. Even the things that don't make sense right now.
Right.
Because what making sense right now did not make sense before. We were
a mess.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hear nothing, I don't see nothing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
You know, just not even aware of the fact, because pain takes shape in so many different forms.
Yes.
And just because your pain don't look like my pain,
Don't mean I'm not feeling pain.
don't mean you ain't feeling pain.
That's right.
Don't mean I ain't feeling pain.
That's right.
So
So true.
we have to understand, learn to have understanding in the process of change
Yes.
through growth and development.
Right. Right.
You-
Growth and development.
Yep.
So,
So you want to say anything else about
this is an ongoing process. We ain't arrived. You know, we have
Yeah.
to still continue to build trust and to and to grow. You know, and to embrace each other the best we can.
yeah,
You know,
through change?
through change.
Because when we change, we like, that ain't how you ain't used to be like that.
Right.
Well,
Right.
what's wrong with what I'm doing now?
Right.
Because if it's sustaining life and a quality of life, let's say
Right,
that,
right, right.
sustaining a quality of life,
Mhm.
then
What's wrong?
what's wrong with it?
There's nothing.
None of us live the same,
Right.
but and we all have our moments.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know there's a lot of broken places still,
Mhm,
you know, like deeply. And so, in that I still hurt,
Right.
you know, and like we were saying, you know, that statement of life goes on,
Right.
you know, and how you say it in the wrong place, it can be hurtful.
Yes.
But is it indeed true that life does go on?
It does go on. That's a true statement.
But for who we're mourning or grieving, life did not go on.
Right.
At least not in this physical body.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's hard to let go
Right.
of that physical presence.
Right.
But then I see things in a way such as we never in this physical body seen the face of God.
Right.
But God ain't never left us alone.
Never.
So if we are in the image of God, the Creator, and we are to be going back to who we were with Him, that was never in this body.
Right.
So does God not exist because He ain't got no body? or are we the body?
We the body.
Right?
He's.
We become the body. We
Right.
are the vessel. You know what I'm saying? So, and as a collective, we are different parts.
Right.
So does my middle finger dislike my index finger because it's not as short?
I hope not. That means they're not gonna work together.
Right, they're not gonna work together. And then the index finger, like, I ain't working with the middle finger today. The middle finger got an attitude. The middle finger got an attitude.
Yep.
So I ain't working with him.
Right.
And so, but no part of our body, unless we're not managing our body right, will fail on us
Right.
because it doesn't like something else
Right.
on the body.
Right.
The body will never fight against itself.
Right.
It's only spirit and it's spirit
Yes.
and flesh.
Right. And without that index or that middle finger, it would be missed greatly.
Oh no, you still have it at phantom.
Oh wow.
And let me tell you something more I know about that.
Hmm.
I've had a double mastectomy, and I still feel my breasts.
Wow.
I still feel them. And so this is when I realized, because I always kind of felt kind of strange, like, you know, like I feel them, but I know they're not there.
Right.
And so
I heard that before.
so what? And I was getting like intense itching, and so they what they said it was phantom breast syndrome.
Wow.
You know when you have your bra on and you take it off, and then that itch you get to, that nerve itch.
Yeah.
That's what it was that I
Wow.
felt, and I couldn't get to it because I ain't got no titties.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, I don't have breasts.
Right.
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 So people who missing limbs, they still feel them. There's just no physical representation.
Wow.
We
That's
are a
pretty
spirit
deep.
body.
That is so deep.
Yeah,
That is deep. Wow.
it's real.
It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's something. That is.
It really is.
So that's an experience that I can share with you. Because you have experienced that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
I love you too, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mama, y'all.
Yeah, this is my baby. First one that made me a mama.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're finna go into did we do what I learned watching you grow?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are?
That's where we are.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We just did trust.
Just did trust.
Wow. Moving on along.
Trusting this process is beautiful.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
What I learned watching you grow. We often watch those we love as they grow. And then there was growth. The kind you don't notice every day, but suddenly it hits you. I watched you evolve from resilience that carried entire generations, from sacrifices you never bragged about, from the quiet magic of always finding a way when the world closed its doors. And you watched me too, finding my voice, building my identity, learning to rise from heartbreak, rise and step into my own light. You saw me bloom, and I saw you transform. We grew through each other, not in opposition, but in reflection. Two mirrors showing the other their strengths, their softness, their becoming. Then there was the growth. You know, the kind that you don't notice every day, but suddenly, like an epiphany, it hits you. I watched you evolve from resilience that carried entire generations through, from sacrifices you never bragged about, from the quiet magic of always finding a way, even when the world closed its doors to you. And you watched me too, finding my voice, building my identity, learning to rise from heartbreak and step into my own light. You saw me bloom, and I saw you transform. We grew through each other, not in opposition, but in reflection. Two mirrors showing the other their strengths, their softness, their becoming. I learned watching you grow to love me. I learned watching you grow to stand tall, to stand strong. This is what I learned watching you grow. And then there was growth, the kind you don't notice every day. Suddenly, like an epiphany, it hits you. The growth that you see, and I'm watching you, watching me.
Right.
Watching you, watching
Watching you, watching me.
Yeah. Wow.
That was awesome. That fit dead in there.
I ain't lying, it did. I ain't
Yes,
put
it
this.
did.
I did it, but I didn't put this together.
I know you did this first, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did all the music first. I did it out of order. And I ain't put this together. God is at work. God is so busy right now. God is doing something wonderful in me. God is doing something wonderful in me. Something awesome and incredible that only He will get the glory. God is doing something wonderful, incredible and awesome. God is doing something wonderful in me. Yeah.
Woo!
So it's all about growth. And so we're talking about what I learned watching you grow.
Right.
And this thing said all of that. The resilience that carried entire generations. I watched you evolve, right? You evolved from a child into a woman right before my eyes.
Yes.
I was already a woman when I became a mother.
Right.
But you were a child that evolved into a woman.
Right.
So I saw it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You showed me a lot of things that helped me from making mistakes and stumping my toe on a lot of obstacles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was because of your journey
Right.
and being able to watch you grow
Mm-hmm.
that made me so aware.
Right.
So whether you that was your sacrifice
Right.
that you don't brag about, because it ain't no bragging rights in that.
Right.
Because a lot of pain came in that sacrifice.
That's right.
But that
Right.
pain has been turned into love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
pain has been turned into strength.
Right.
You know,
And hope.
and hope. And that hope is the softness that this
Yes.
speaks of.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you got to be soft to have hope.
Right.
You know, hope is how should we describe hope?
Hope is like,
Hope is in the Bible.
yeah, helping others, helping other people
evolve
evolve,
or
helping open the others' eyes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Helping other people's eyes, helping to open other people's eyes to
Yeah.
to what is truly going on
Right.
within.
Right.
Within
Within. Right.
and without.
And without.
Because that's a lot of what's going on today is the scarcity of being without.
Right. Right.
That's a fear,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's also a process that we have to grow through as a collective.
Right.
And so I have seen, now I know this is kind of off, but it ain't off.
Mm-hmm.
So many different organizations have been coming together to help build hope within the communities,
Right.
right? Through love
Right.
and giving food to those. So tomorrow, where I live at here in Tucson, the office is inviting people to come up and get a bag of food, like groceries and things like that. Pantry staples is what they calling it. And so they said, without judgment, no questions asked, come and grab a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's awesome, you know, and even if it's not for you, and you say, for instance, I know someone who may need this bag,
Right.
you know, but I told him, I said, hey, I'm coming to get a bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I want to normalize receiving assistance,
Right.
receiving help, a
Right.
hand up,
Right.
not a hand out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, hope. Yeah, hope is that softness
Right.
and surrender.
Yes.
You can't hope for nothing and not surrender to what it
Right.
is that you want.
Right.
You know, so
You got to
it's-
surrender to what you want that may not come like you want it.
that part right there. Now that's
Right.
good, Mama.
Mm-hmm.
That's good because
Yeah.
we expect things to
Right.
come in a certain way,
Right.
but it don't always come like that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like
But we have to see the blessing in it.
okay, so this is
Mhm.
exactly what we're talking about.
Right.
How I saw watching you grow
Mhm.
and what you went through and the sacrifice that you made
Right.
was the lesson for us to get it right.
Right. Right.
That
And-
was the hope.
And then the other part about the blessing, sometimes when you say I'm getting a blessing, and you expect it to be wrapped in real pretty paper,
Yeah.
you know. But sometimes we have to get our hands dirty and reach down in the mud and pull that up before we can unwrap anything. It's gonna be dirty. It ain't gonna look like it's a blessing.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor David at church Sunday talked about is it planted? Something planted. I can't remember the name of the topic exactly, so don't hold me on it. He was talking about we are planted and rooted in soil sometimes, and we're rooted in a sinful soil.
Right.
And when we are being removed from that sinful soil, it's uncomfortable being pulled out and unrooted, and we want to, I'm comfortable here and I don't want to be here, and you don't realize that the behaviors and everything, the lack of growth and the lack of change that you're experiencing is because you haven't been uprooted from the sinful soil.
Right. Right.
And when you get rooted in the good soil, that's going to help with the growth. Now, I'm paraphrasing and I'm going off of my own interpretation of what was said. You planted in like prosperous soil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even the process of growth through that doesn't feel good because now you have to get familiar in uncharted territory and unfamiliar grounds. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of like what we're talking about.
Right.
That growth process that you went through, you were uprooted from a sinful soil
Right.
into a new bed of soil
Right.
where you could grow
Right.
and now and became fruitful.
Being fruitful.
Right?
Right.
And so we go through seasons.
Right.
And so once a tree grows and it grows branches and leaves, every year around the same time the leaves fall. You think that tree is crying, I want the leaves, don't take my leaves. No, the tree is not crying. The tree is free. It's like my hair. My hair was my leaves on my tree. And I really felt like, don't take my leaves.
Right.
But at the same time, this is a change of process that I have to go through, that I'm going through what I'm going through. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so in the new season, the leaves come back.
Right. And they be beautiful.
They be beautiful.
I mean, so nice. Like a newborn baby hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but losing them, you lose sight of what's gonna come.
What's coming?
Yes.
That's the part.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So that's what I was able to witness in you.
Right.
The coming, the becoming
Yes.
of this woman right here.
Right.
That is accomplished, might I add. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How many masters?
2.
2 master degrees. You know what I'm saying? Change, 31 years.
Yes.
Consistency, dedication to your own goals.
Right.
Even when we gave you a hard time,
Right.
even when you questioned whether or not you was gonna keep on going because of our resistance to
Right.
your change.
Right.
We were resisting your change.
Right.
But you had to stay steadfast
Yeah.
on the journey that God put you on.
Yes, I did.
Even when your children was bucking.
Right. Wasn't easy.
I know it wasn't easy. And so not only that, you were also growing
Right.
through your change. So that's like, okay, so I can compare, not compare, but, understand from my own perspective in a different kind of way, because I'm growing through changes and my daughters are teenagers now.
Yeah.
Grandma over here, you see how she laughing? That's exactly what she been doing, laughing. I know you was behind me today when my ride was acting up. And I know you was behind me watching me. I felt you. Like, look at him.
But you do it so beautifully. You don't let it affect her. you know, you have taught yourself how to deal with you in the midst of that. And I love it. I love watching it. Yes, I was watching it, but I love watching that because it's a peaceful walk in it. And so that's what I was watching. I was like, wow, man, if I could do it again, I would choose some of these things that she's doing.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So I see that all the time. And even with our Cheryl, some of her things that she was doing, I wish I could have done it for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I love watching y'all choose cautiously how you deal with your children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it is like, wow, I got grown people.
I know, right? Right. No, I was like, all my mama children is in their 40s now.
Yes. Every last one of y'all.
We done, all of us in our 40s.
They getting old.
I'm talking about this, my mama. They talking about, I thought this was your sister. You sure this ain't your sister? No, that's my mama.
Yeah.
For real, in real life. And so, so watching you grow has been a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I have enjoyed the view
Yes.
from here. You know what I'm saying?
That's very nice to hear.
It is true, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a very beautiful view. And so, I just love where God has got you.
Me too.
Because it's a place of humility
Yes.
and humbleness. Humbleness is humility, but I am honored to be in a front row seat to your experience through life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you in a front row seat to mine.
Yours, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you make your life sometimes seem so easy. Like, you already know the navigation, the address, you know exactly where. But then when I talk to you and gain some understanding, I realize that perception is not true. You know what I'm saying? That you are also seeking and trying, you're trying to do your best in becoming in whatever situation you're in. And this one right here has been a situation, you know what I'm saying?
It's a whopper.
Yes, it is. And, just watching you go through this has given me a lot of strength. And it has showed me, I used to say this about my mom, your grandma.
You call her what you call her.
Yeah, and so, she was meek,
She was.
Yes, and I would like say
Can't see it in the picture.
meekness is strength under control.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes, and that's, you have that, and I can see it a little bit in all my children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful for that, because y'all got a chance to know her, and so you done taken the part that you want, and you using it the way you can.
It's what she imparted upon us.
Right.
And the seeds that she planted within us that are growing and producing fruit
And that
that
is so
you
amazing.
can eat.
Right.
So
Right.
you were a fruit she produced.
Right.
We are a fruit that you produce.
Yes.
So we can pick from each other's tree.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
That,
good.
that was really good. Write that down, girl.
We recorded.
Oh, okay. That was good.
Yeah.
Because that is exactly what it is.
For real.
That
It
is
is
exactly what it is. We are learning and growing together still.
Yeah. And
You
my
know-
children are like on an accelerated program. I'm eating from their fruit they're producing already.
Wow. That is awesome.
Ain't it though? Because they ain't even got a job. They can't even pay their own bills.
You eat from their fruit.
And I'm eating from their fruit. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing,
They didn't have to
though.
go through all of that to even get to the fruit part.
Right. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a blessing.
That's the legacy.
But that's a blessing too.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? you know,
That's
and that's my crown.
there. You go. That's it.
Right.
Right there.
Right.
That's your crown.
Yes.
Yes, because we are your lineage.
Right.
We are your legacy.
Right. Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. So, this has been such a beautiful experience.
Thank you. I agree.
You are so intelligent.
Mama.
You are.
Mama.
It's the truth. You are so intelligent, and they may think I'm biased, but I'm not speaking from the biased point of view. I'm talking about how she can come up with ideas and just put it in action and be more amazed herself when it all come out. But it started with the thought and the passion that you have for this.
And yet, and last week I talked about inspiration being the spark
Okay.
that turns into creation.
Okay now.
And so you saw the spark. Now this is what's so significant about what she's saying here. My mama witnessed the spark of inspiration, and she witnessed every step through creation to production
Right.
and being a part of the production.
Right.
And we ain't practiced. We didn't. This was she saw the spark and she saw the work through the creation
Right.
to production.
Right.
So this is what you're witnessing and what you're seeing,
That's what I'm saying.
and you're telling this story
Right,
from
I
your
am.
own
Right.
POV.
POV.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
Because this is something that is sacred to me,
yes.
and I haven't shared it this closely
Right.
with many people, anybody.
Right. Right.
So it had to happen with you first.
Yes, that is awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And that's the representation of the matriarch. See, we can't let the show go on
Right.
without acknowledging the matriarch,
Okay now.
because you are my matriarch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right? And you are an honorable and respectable matriarch,
Okay
a
now.
woman of honor,
Right.
and you deserve respect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Mhm.
I'm grateful to be in your lineage.
Okay now.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want you to walk with that air. Walk with your crown.
Yeah.
To know that there is a crown upon your head.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't one that I placed on your head.
Mhm.
It's one that was earned through the sacrifices
Right. Right.
that you went through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That got you to this point of
Right.
bearing the fruit
Right.
that was supposed to come from you.
Right.
And your fruit don't
Right.
look like nobody else's fruit.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Your tree has produced 4 more,
Right.
which has produced more and more,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
So I thank you for just being a part of this experience.
Yes.
I thank you for your interpretation.
Thank you for having me, honey.
Oh, mama. Okay. And then, like you said, you watch me finding my voice, building my identity, and learning to rise from heartbreak and stepping into my own light.
Right.
That's real.
That's real.
And this is what has been said
Yes. Yes.
in multiple ways
Right.
in this segment of
Mhm.
tonight's show.
Right.
Episode 10 of Together We Rise with our Cheetah and special guest tonight, my mama, Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for your words and, you
Yes.
know, your acknowledgement of intellect and the ability to create
Yes.
from the spark.
Okay.
I'm glad you were able to witness
All
that
right now.
because it's sacred to me, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
you wanted to say anything else about that?
No, and that I just love how life is lifing right now
Mm-hmm.
with us. If it's real.
I love that woman.
Yes, this is coming from one of the experiences in her appointments that I've been attending.
Yes.
And man, this has been so, I don't even know the word. I want to say amazing. I want to say awesome. I want to say anything higher than that. But to say that all glory go to God.
Yes.
Because His timing is perfect.
Oh yes.
Yes, and I'm and it's just been so healing, so much healing and support going on.
The support.
Yes,
And the healing.
and the healing.
Yes.
Yes, and so can't nobody do it like He can do it.
Nobody.
Do me like Jesus, can't nobody. Do me like the Lord, can't nobody. Do me like Jesus, He's my friend.
Yes. So, my mama has given me one of the greatest gifts that she could possibly ever give me. And that's all I'm going to say tonight. But we got more to come,
yes,
right?
yes.
We ain't got to expose everything.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We hold on to some things and allow God to do what God is going to do
Amen.
with it. You know
He's
what I'm
good.
saying? I swear. And
He's
so,
good.
yes, I'm just so pleased
Yes.
to be in this experience with you.
Yes.
Episode 10 coming to a close. This is Together We Rise with Akshita, and we had a special episode with Vanessa, my mama. Tonight we stood inside a space where truth had room to breathe, where a mother and a daughter opened their hearts, shared their lessons, stretched across generations, and found each other again in the middle. We talked about the hard moments that shaped us, the wisdom that moved between us, and the truth we continue to build one honest conversation at a time. And if this episode proved anything, it's that love isn't just something you feel. It's something you practice, something you choose, something you grow into, side by side. So, as we close this special moment, we honor the beauty of rising together, not as perfect people, but as two souls learning, listening, and loving forward. May every mother and daughter tuning in tonight find the courage to speak their truth, heal their hearts, and rise in unity just the same. Because when we choose to understand each other, we choose to grow through each other. We rise together. Thank you for sharing this space with us. Until next time, keep growing and keep loving. So, tonight we honored the journey, not as perfection, but as progress, not as mother and daughter divided, but women who discovered that love can stretch across generations and still land soft. Tonight, we say we're learning, we're listening, we are loving forward. We're building a new chapter with open hearts, clear voices, and a bond that grew resilient in the very places it once cracked. Because in the end, we didn't just learn from each other, we grew through each other, and we're still growing together. Together we rise. We rise up high. Together we rise. We rise up high. Together we rise.
That's awesome.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this dialogue between mother and daughter, which has been so very much engaging in honesty and understanding. And so this is where we say good night, and hope
Night.
I hope you enjoyed. We hope you enjoyed.
Yes.
Yes. This has been a moment that we will
Share
forever.
forever.
Peace.
Peace.